Wait a second. Look closely at what you see on the screen right now, because this animal is looking right at you, and there's something in that gaze. It's not fear. It's not anger. It's just pure, raw, boundless confidence, as if all the Siberian forests were standing behind it, as if the -50-degree cold were emanating from its breath, as if this screen were too small for it. Have you ever thought about the bleakness of Siberia? It's not just a cold place. It's the world's most ruthless test. 50 degrees below zero. Months of darkness. Frozen rivers, icy ground, endless whiteness. Surviving even a single night in that landscape is a story in itself. But this animal is born there. It grows, it hunts, it sleeps, and when morning comes, as if nothing had happened, it vanishes back into those forests. Because Siberia isn't a test for on the contrary, it's the place it rules. Today, I'll tell you 10 truths. 10 truths that will shatter everything you thought you knew about this animal. We'll start with the 10th, and with every step, you'll get to know this animal a little better. Fact 10. Pure physical size, the Siberian tiger is the world's largest cat species. Males can weigh up to 300 kilograms. The length from head to tail tip can exceed for meters. But these numbers seem abstract, don't they? So think of it this way. An average lion weighs between 180 and 200 kilograms. That means the Siberian tiger is nearly 100 kilograms heavier than the world's most famous predator. And this weight doesn't limit its speed or agility at all. On the contrary, this massive body functions in perfect harmony with everything else. Fact 9. A body like armor against the cold the Siberian tiger's fur is double. The undercoat provides dense insulation that traps body heat. The outer layer, meanwhile, keeps water and snow out. Thanks to this structure, the animal can maintain a stable body temperature even in temperatures as low as -40 degrees. That thick coat also serves as camouflage. The pattern formed by yellow, orange, and black stripes makes this massive animal virtually invisible in snowy forests and dry grasslands. A 300-pound animal can disappear into the forest. Fact 8. The silence of the hunt. But here's the truly fascinating part. How such a large animal can be so silent. The Siberian tiger makes almost no sound as it approaches its prey. It has soft pads on its paws, and these pads muffle every step. You can't even hear its footsteps on the snow. It gets as close as 10 meters, sometimes 5 meters, to its prey. And the prey doesn't notice, because by the time it does, it's already too late. Fact 7. Speed and explosive power 300 kilograms. How fast do you think an animal that heavy could be? Slow? Clumsy? You're wrong. The Siberian tiger can reach 80 kilometers per hour over short distances. 80. Picture that speed in your mind. An animal passing by your car on a highway? But this isn't a car. This is the world's largest cat species. But that speed alone doesn't tell the whole story. What's truly impressive is this. How does this animal reach that speed? It accelerates from 0 to 80 kilometers per hour in just a few steps. The burst of power is so sudden and so intense that there isn't even enough time for the prey to react. Sports cars measure this acceleration in seconds. This animal measures it in steps, and each of those steps transfers tons of force to the ground. Do you think this is possible? 300 kilograms, reaching 80 kilometers per hour in just a few steps. Yes, and this is just the 7th fact. Fact 6. Jumping power as if speed weren't enough, add jumping power to the mix. The Siberian tiger can cover over 10 meters in a single horizontal leap. 10 meters? That's a much longer distance than the room you're in right now, and it can leap vertically up to 5 meters. So we're talking about the power to reach the roof of a 2-story building in a single bound. What's behind this jumping power? Its hind legs. The Siberian tiger's hind legs are significantly longer than its front legs. This structure provides an incredible spring-like effect on the body with every leap. Energy is stored and released at exactly the right moment, just like a spring, just like a launching mechanism. And this mechanism propels a 300-kilogram body through the air. Fact 5. Swimming ability and. This is where most people are surprised. Cats don't like water, do they? That's the common belief. But the Siberian tiger refuses to follow this rule. This animal is an excellent swimmer. It can easily cross Siberia's frozen rivers and vast lakes. In fact, sometimes it enters the water not just to cross. but also to cool off and hunt. What makes this possible is its thick, oily fur. The natural oils in its fur repel water and keep the animal warm even when wet. Thanks to this, wading into an icy river and crossing to the other side is just a routine afternoon activity for this animal. Think about it for a second. At -40 degrees, in a frozen river, a 300-pound animal is swimming, and when it emerges, it simply heads back into the forest, as if nothing had happened. Fact 4. Hunting ability and strength now. Let's talk about this animal's raw strength. The Siberian tiger is capable of hunting animals much larger than itself. Deer weighing 100 kilograms, boars weighing 200 kilograms, and even bears from time to time can be found on this animal's hunting list, and it carries out these hunts alone without any help. So how does it do this? With its biting force, the Siberian tiger's jaw muscles are so powerful that its bite force can exceed 1,000 kilograms per square centimeter. It has been documented that this force can even shatter thick bones. But this animal doesn't rely solely on brute force. It develops a different strategy for each hunt. For large prey, it targets the neck region and renders its prey incapacitated through the pressure applied to that area. This is both efficient and calculated. Not just wild, but strategic. Fact 3. The solitary hunter and territorial power. This animal does not hunt in packs. It does not form groups. It does not seek help. It is completely solitary. And this solitude is not a weakness, but a strength, because this animal, on its own, can control an area spanning hundreds of kilometers. The Siberian tiger's territory, its own domain, can sometimes exceed 1,000 square kilometers. 1,000. That's an area rivaling the land area of some small countries. And it knows every corner of this territory. It memorizes every trail, every scent, every crossing point. When a rival tiger enters this territory, the message is conveyed with crystal clarity. There is only one rule here. This territory is its own. This territorial control is not just about physical strength, it is a mental superiority. This animal knows its territory so well that it can sense any threat hours, even days, in advance. And when that threat approaches, it is ready, always ready. Fact 2. On the brink of extinction once upon a time. This animal roamed freely across the vast landscapes of Asia and Russia. Vast territory stretching from the Siberian forests to northern China and the Korean peninsula. But then everything changed. Hunting, deforestation, and the expansion of human settlements drove this animal into a corner. And at its lowest point, in the mid-20th century, only 40 Siberian tigers remained on Earth. 40. The future of an entire species rested on the shoulders of 40 individuals. Consider that number. The world's most powerful cat species consisted of so few individuals that they could almost fit into a single photo album. This isn't just the story of an animal. It's the story of a species standing on the very brink of extinction. And stepping back from that brink requires something far greater than physical strength. Now, hold on a second. A massive body, fur-like double-layered armor, astonishing silence, 80 kilometers per hour, a 10-meter leap, swimming in icy rivers, a bite force of 1,000 kilograms, territorial control spanning 1,000 square kilometers, and a story of recovery stretching from 42 today. Fact 1. Recovery and the future asterisk from 42 today. This journey cannot be fully described even with the word miracle. Thanks to conservation programs initiated by Russia, international collaborations with China, the contributions of indigenous peoples, and decades of hard work by scientists, the Siberian tiger population has now surpassed 500, from 40 to 500. This is not just a number. It is will, it is determination. It is the strongest proof that nature, given enough time and chance, can heal itself. And every year, this number grows. Slowly, but steadily, just like this animal approaching its prey. Silent, patient, and unstoppable. The Siberian tiger is not just physically strong, it is existentially strong. It refused to go extinct. It bore one of history's heaviest burdens and stood its ground, from 40 individuals to 500. This strength cannot be measured by any muscle, any tooth, or any claw. Asterisk, asterisk. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the boundless forests of Siberia, 40 degrees below zero. Endless whiteness. And right in the middle of that whiteness, This animal alone, moving silently forward, it looks neither to the right nor to the left. It sees only what lies ahead, only the next step, only continuing to exist. This image has almost vanished forever. Almost, but the word almost sometimes holds a miracle within it. And the Siberian tiger is that miracle itself, 300 kilograms, 80 kilometers per hour, minus 40 degrees, from 40 to 500. This is not the story of an animal. This is a continent's memory. This is a species' will. This is nature's most powerful proof of how it can heal itself, given enough time and chance. The Siberian tiger is strong, but its true strength lies not in its teeth, nor in its claws. Its true strength lies in its ability to keep on existing, no matter what. And perhaps this is the greatest lesson we can learn.